Hi dears, good morning all of you. How are you? I hope all are fine. Maybe safe and secure also into your home. Okay, the previous year, what you have learned? Yes, as a C++ programming language. Yeah, in this year, 12th standard, you have studied about the Python programming language. And what is the use of the Python? What is the use of programming language? Yes, we are creating to the software. As nowadays, the many sectors, that's the private sectors and the public sectors and government, that means the government sectors and all the side, they are very useful language using to the Python programming language. Okay, before moving to the class, you just look out in this video clip.
Welcome back, aliens. My name is Navin Reddy, and finally we are starting with a series on Python or Python. It doesn't matter how you pronounce it. What matters is it is one of the fastest growing language. In what terms? In terms of number of developers who are using it, in terms of the number of libraries we have, in terms of number of companies who are using it, and in terms of the areas you can implement it. You talk about machine learning, you talk about GUI, software development, web development, you can use it everywhere. And that's why it is also called as a general purpose language. So in this video, we're going to talk about what is Python and why it is so useful and why you should learn it. So what is Python? As I mentioned, Python is a programming language, of course, but it is also an interpreted, object-oriented, and high-level language. Now, does it mean you cannot do procedures here? You can. It also supports procedure-oriented programming as well as object-oriented. It depends upon your purpose, right? You can use it the way you want. But why Python is so famous? We have C, C++, Java, JavaScript, and still Python is famous? Now, some people say that Python is a new language, and not exactly. Java came into picture in 1995 and Python came in 1989. So it's way before Java, right? Now, so when Java came into picture, the enterprise market, everyone started using Java. But then Python was there, it was there for other people to use. Example, let's say if you want to learn a language for the first time, Python was there. But now, since the advancement of machine learning, AI, this is a field where we have research scientists, they don't want to spend much time on learning programming language. So what they do, they went for the easiest language available, and the easiest language available in the market is Python. And yes, Python is damn easy. It is much simpler than C, C++, and Java. That's why most of the colleges and schools, they are teaching Python. You might be thinking, which company uses Python? Now let us list those small companies who uses Python. We have Google, we have YouTube, we have Dropbox. So we can see we have all these companies who are using Python as a main language or as a support language. Example, let's say Google has so many features. Some of those features is coded in Python. Now, in the same way, we have this one of the big website called as Reddit. Reddit is today written in Python. Now let's focus on this name Python. In fact, when you talk about C, C++, Java, these names, they have some story, right? What about Python? Is just because this language looks like a snake? Not exactly. The author of Python, he's a big fan of a British comedy movie called as Monty Python's Flying Circus. And that's why he went with a name called as Python initially, and then when everyone liked it, he went for the same name. Now, can we learn Python? And the answer is yes. It is one of the easiest languages to learn, and even if you are from a non-technical background, you have not written any code, you can start with Python. What if I say Python came into picture just to help those people who don't know how to write a code? In fact, children can learn Python. It's that easy. Now, Python has multiple versions. We have 1.x, we have 2.x, and we have 3.x. And of course, we should be learning 3.x, right? That means 2.x is not in the market. And the answer is no, the 2.x is still in the market. Because when 3.x came into picture, it was way different from 2.x. Normally what happens in programming language, when Java 8 came into picture, so it was backward compatible with Java 1.7. When Java 1.7 came into picture, it was backward compatible with 1.6. But that's not the case with Python, The two different versions has two different way of working. And that's why we have 2.x still running in the market. And it does have a support till 2020. So which one you should learn? Of course, 3.x, right? Because it is new and there will be a lot of features which you can work on. So that's the introduction from this video. In the next video, we'll talk about how to install Python, how to work with different stuff. And in the entire series, you will enjoy this language. So I hope you will be watching this series. Let me know in the comment section and do click the like button if you're enjoying it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.
I hope all are understood that video. Okay, I will ask the questions later. Now we discuss about chapter 1 function lesson. In this lesson 9 concepts are there. First concept introduction, second one function with respect to programming language, third function specification, fourth parameters and arguments, fifth types of parameter, sixth one interface business implementation, seventh one characteristics of interface, eighth one types of functions, and the last one ninth chameleons of Crommelin problem using function. I think in this last concept already the previous year 11th standard it seems we are studying about the function lesson, examples also again repeated in this year, but how we are using in the Python programming language for the chameleons program. First concept introduction. Introduction, three concepts we are studying. First one algorithm, second one function, third one subroutines. Okay, first one algorithm. What is meaning of algorithm? You know already 11th standard we are studying about this one. The algorithm means step by step process. Okay, our next one function. Function means it is a unit of code. What is this? Function means it is a unit of code and defined within greater code structure. What is meaning of function? It is a unit of code. Unit means what? The bunch of code. That means a very lengthy code we are writing. That lengthy code we are using the greater code. That is called greater code structure. Okay, next one subroutines. What is meaning of subroutines? The function it seems we divided in the small section of the code, that is called subroutines. That means the small section of code that are used to perform a particular task. That means small section of code that are used to perform a particular task. Okay, that means simple example I am saying the arithmetic programming language. What is meaning of arithmetic programming language? That is we should call addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, this four we should call what? That is a function. That is a unit of code, and that is we should divide up that one. That is where suppose example addition, I am just divided in the four section. I divide in the one part, that is the addition. Addition, that is called subroutines. That is a small section of code. That small section of the addition, what it's doing a particular task is adding a two numbers. That is called subroutines. And okay, now next, what is the syntax of functions? Already you know the function means what? It is a unit of code. There is a greater code structure. Okay, and now the syntax of function. Okay, what is the syntax of function? Let REC as a A1 comma A2 up to AN. You want to leave the space each and every word. That means the let means what? That is the keyword. Already you know the previous you have studied. Know what is the use of the keyword? The keyword that is given to the special meanings. This keyword we don't want to use it in the variable name. Okay, and REC means what? That is the function name, and that is space. And what is the A1 comma A2 up to AN? The A1 A2, what is the meaning of this one? This is we should using to the variables. This is the function syntax. Okay, you just say that what is the function syntax? Let space REC space A1 comma A2 up to AN. And the second one, okay, the first chapter, the introduction, it's over the concept, and the three concepts we are studying. And the next one, the second concept is the functions with respect to programming language. Okay, in this function, how it's respect to the in our programming. Okay, you know already there is a program means what and all we need to writing the program means. Okay, the first thing already you know the computer means the three things will be processing. That is a what is this input we are giving to the input. That is the system it's processing. Finally we are getting to the output. That is the functions also with respect to programming language. In the functions, what are the things kinds and all we need? Input. That input means what? That many type we given to the many ways we are collected to the input. That is called variables. And next one expression. Expression means they are doing some actions, and finally we are given to the output. That is the functions it's given to the respect to the programming language. That is the input variables, expressions and output. There is a three kinds it's using given to the respect to the programming language for function. concept function specification. As a in our program function, how we want to specify, we want to see about the two concepts. One is the definition and one more is the expression. Okay, the definition means what? Bind the values to names, that is the names. Names means we can see about the example a is equal to 20. Here names means what? Variables. What is which variable we are using to in our program is a a. It's very good. The a is a variable, that is we should call it's a definition. Okay, and expression means in this variable what is the value we are given to in this variable? The 20. In this 20 we should call as a expression or values. Okay, and next one, the parameters and arguments. Okay, already you know the parameters are the variables. Okay, and here we can see about the same example. And here what is the which is the variable? A is we should call what? Parameter in the function definition. And argument, here what is the argument means what? Arguments or values. Values, which value we are using to here? 20. It's correct. A is a variable. A is a variable and 20 is a values. That is called parameter means variables and 20 means values. And in this values, what is the use of this one? Which are passed to a function definition. When we calling the function time, which value it's passing to the program? The 20. 20 is the values or arguments. Okay, next one, the parameters. Two types of parameters is there. What is this? The first one, parameter without type, and second one, parameter with type. Parameter without type, that is a type means what? That is a data type. You know already the data type means the previous years we have studied data type means what? We should call int, float, character, this and all called data type. Okay, here what is this? Parameter without type. Without means what? We no need to declare to the data type. Okay, we can see about the example. Let REC power of AB. Here what is the way? Which is the variable? AB. Here anything we are mentioning to the data type here? No. This is called parameter without type. And the next one, parameter with type. As a with type means what? Here we are seeing without type means we no need to declare the data type. With type means we need to declare the data type. Okay, now we can see about the example. Let REC power of A int as a B int. And what is the variable of we are using here? A, B. And what is the AB data type? Integer. That is called parameter with type. That's concept interface versus implementation. Okay, interface means what? The set of action. Okay, we'll see the simple example. Now I switch on light. What is what it's happening? Flashing the light. That means now switch on panna enna agudhu? Light on agudhu. That is called interface. That means interface just define what an object can do. The object light, what is happening? That object only is doing a flashing. That is called interface. Next one, implementation. Implementation means okay, now switch on panna light on acha, and the light on agarku na enna process in between la pannirpen. We want to as a wires we need and pass the current. That is called implementation. And the implementation carries out the instruction. Eppadi carry pannudhu enoda work instructions, that is called implementation. That's why that is the differentiation of interfaces versus implementation. Interface only doing a action, okay, and implementation carries the instructions. Okay, and next one, the characteristics of interface. In this interface, it's having here two characteristics. Okay, what is this? First one, the class template specifies the interfaces to enable an object to be created and operator. Okay, already the previous year we have studied the lessons for classes and object. Okay, what is class? The class means that has a data and function. We want to write a program means we need a class. The variable we need. Data means what? Variable, and function we need. That the program we created the class and data and function created properly and operated, then only that is the action it's doing. That is the first characteristics. And the second one, an object attributes and behavior is controlled by sending the function. The who controlled the functions and all? Object. Object is the attribute and behaviors is controlled by sending the function to the object. That is the interface. It's having here two characteristics. One is the class and one more is the object. Types of functions. The type, how many types of function is there? The two type of function. One is the pure function and one more is a impure function. Okay, now we will see what is the differentiation of both. First one, pure function. Pure functions are function which will give exact result when the same argument are passed. What is meaning? The exact result. That is the pure function means it's given to the exact result. When it's given to the exact result, same argument are passed. நான் எங்கெங்கெல்லாம் ஒரே மாதிரி அந்த argument pass பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கணும், அங்க it's given to the exact result. That is the pure functions. Okay, now the impure function means the impure functions are function which will give different result. இங்க வந்து எனக்கு என்ன ஆகுது? Exact result கொடுக்குது. இங்க வந்து different result is given when the same argument passed. ஒரே argument pass பண்ணாலும் எனக்கு different result கொடுச்சுனா that is called impure functions. Okay, first point you can understand, no? And second one, it does not have any side effect. Program la என்ன ஆகாது? It does not have any side effect. ஏன்னா it's given to the exact result, no? அதனால என்ன ஆகாது? எனக்கு ப்ரோக்ராம்ல எந்த side effects எனக்கு கொடுக்காது. எது எந்த function? It's a pure function. But it should have a side effect. என்ன ஆகுது இங்க எனக்கு? It should have a side effect. இங்க வந்து என்ன ஆகுது எனக்கு? The different result கொடுக்கறனால in my program it's having a side effect. That is your second point. And third point, they do not modify the argument. நான் என்ன பண்றேன் இங்க? argument வந்து change பண்றது கிடையாது. அதனால எனக்கு என்ன ஆகுது? Do not modify the argument which are passed to them. We will see the example, you can understand easily. நம்ம என்ன பண்றது இல்லைங்க? ஆர்குமெண்ட்டை நம்ம மாடிஃபை பண்றதே கிடையாது. இதுல பியூர் ஃபங்க்ஷன்ல. பட் தே மே மாடிஃபை. இங்க வந்து நான் என்ன பண்றேன்? ஆர்குமெண்ட்டை மாடிஃபை பண்றனால இட்ஸ் given to the is not given the exact result. That is the impure function. They may modify the arguments which are passed to them. நம்ம பாஸ் பண்ணும்போது வேல்யூஸை பாஸ் பண்ணும்போது எனக்கு என்ன ஆகுது? different வேல்யூஸ் கொடுக்கறனால இட்ஸ் a modify. ஆர்குமெண்ட்டை வந்து மாடிஃபை பண்றேன். Okay, we will see the simple example, you can understand easily. Okay, we will see the pure function example. Sin 0, mathematical function sin 0. Okay, நீ எங்க எவ்வளோ தடவை 100 times or 2000 times நீ sin 0 ஓட வேல்யூஸ் என்ன நம்மளுக்கு actually is a 0 only. அப்ப இந்த ஃபங்க்ஷனை நீ எங்க கால் பண்ணாலும் அதோட வேல்யூஸ் என்னதான் எனக்கு வருது? is a 0. That's why it's given exact result in the same argument அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. And next one more example. Let square x return x into x. Simple, we will see. I given the value for square x is a 5. As a 5 into 5, what is the result? Is a 25. அப்ப நான் ஸ்கொயர் x அப்படின்னு கொடுத்தனா இந்த ஃபங்க்ஷன் எத்தனை தடவை கால் பண்ணாலும் as a square ஓட 5 into 5 ஓட வேல்யூஸ் என்ன? 25 தான். இது வந்து is not changing. That is called as a pure functions. And the impure function, now we will see the impure functions example. Mathematical function, the same mathematical function, math random as a argument. இந்த argument நான் என்ன பண்ணிருக்கேன்? ஏதாவது values பாஸ் பண்ணிருக்கேனா? எந்த valuesum பாஸ் பண்ணல. அப்ப நான் வேணுங்கிற value, suppose first time I will passing the random values of 5 or is a 6 whatever. என்ன ஆகுது எனக்கு? இந்த நான் பாஸ் பண்றத பொறுத்து என்ன ஆகுது எனக்கு? values வந்து change ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும் அந்த ஃபங்க்ஷனை கால் பண்ணும்போது. That's why the different result, நான் இங்க என்ன value கொடுக்கணும் or பாஸ் பண்றோம் ஆர்குமெண்ட்ல அந்த வேல்யூக்கு தகுந்த மாதிரி ரிசல்ட் வரும். அப்ப that's why the different result will the same argument passed. இந்த ஃபங்க்ஷன் எத்தனை தடவை கால் பண்ணாலும் நான் என்ன வேல்யூ இங்க கொடுக்கணும் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணி அது எனக்கு வேல்யூஸ் வந்து சேஞ்ச் ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும். And next one more example, simple example. Time function. Okay, now now time, what is this? Okay, simple, 8 o'clock. Now in the function call பண்ணும்போது 8 o'clock. Okay, next time after 10 minutes விட்டு கழிச்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் now again I am calling to the time function. Now what's the timing? Is a 8:10. அப்ப என்ன ஆகுது எனக்கு? அந்த it will be changing the result. That is called impure function. Okay, we will see the one recap of in this one because in this question it's very important 5 mark question. Okay, pure and impure. Pureல நம்ம என்ன பண்ணோம்? is a same input same output. ஒரே இன்புட் ஒரே மாதிரி இன்புட் கொடுத்தா என்ன ஆகுது எனக்கு? சேம் அவுட்புட் வந்து எனக்கு எத்தனை தடவை கால் பண்ணாலும் வருது. that is a pure function. ஆனா இங்க அடுத்து என்ன no side effect. எனக்கு சேம் அவுட்புட் வரனால எனக்கு என்ன ஆகுறதுல சைடு எஃபெக்ட்ஸ் எதுவுமே வரதில்ல. do not modify the argument. அப்படி எனக்கு சைடு எஃபெக்ட் வரக்கூடாதுன்னா என்ன பண்ணக்கூடாது, நம்ம மாடிஃபை பண்ணக்கூடாது ஆர்குமெண்ட். அப்பதான் எனக்கு ஒரே மாதிரி அவுட்புட் வரும். அண்ட் இம்பியூர்ல என்னாச்சு, ஜஸ்ட் ஆப்போசிட் ஆஃப் பியூர். as a சேம் இன்புட் தான் கொடுக்குறேன், ஆனா டிஃப்ரெண்ட் அவுட்புட் வருது எனக்கு. அண்ட் நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒன் ஹேவிங் ஏ சைடு எஃபெக்ட். அப்ப டிஃப்ரெண்ட் அவுட்புட் வந்துச்சுன்னா என்ன ஆகும், எனக்கு சைடு எஃபெக்ட் will be happening. அண்ட் எப்படி சைடு எஃபெக்ட் ஆகுது, எனக்கு மாடிஃபை த ஆர்குமெண்ட்டை வந்து நான் என்ன பண்றேன், வேல்யூஸை சேஞ்ச் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கனால எனக்கு என்ன ஆகுது, ரிசல்ட் வந்து சேஞ்ச் ஆயிட்டே இருக்கு. தட் இஸ் a impure function. The Chemilians of Cromonland problem using function. The Chemilians program எப்படி நம்ம function baseல யூஸ் பண்ண போறோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி பார்க்கலாம். The last year you are studied in the same problem. Okay, given the clue also. Okay, last year நம்ம படிச்சோம் the green, the three chameleon, that is a color for green, blue, red. என்ன கான்செப்ட் பார்த்தோம் இதுல, as a green blue ரெண்டு chameleons மீட் பண்ணும்போது மூணாவது கலர்ல என்ன chameleons இருக்கோ அந்த கலருக்கு இந்த ரெண்டுமே மாறிடும். that is a concept. that means green blue first time மீட் பண்ணும்போது இப்ப ரிமைனிங் என்ன கலர் இருக்கு, ரெட் கலர் இருக்கு. அந்த கிரீனும் ப்ளூ என்ன கலரா மாறிடும், ரெட் கலரா மாறிடும். அப்ப என்ன ஆகும், எனக்கு இந்த இதுல வேல்யூஸ் கிரீன்ல 1 மைனஸ் ஆகும், ப்ளூல 1 மைனஸ் ஆகும், அண்ட் ரெட்ல வந்து 2 ஆட் ஆயிடும். இந்த கிரீனும் ப்ளூவும், அதுதான் என்னோட கான்செப்ட், இதுதான் என்னோட ஆக்ஷன் ஃபங்க்ஷன்ஸ். ஓகே ஓகே, இதுல நான் இப்ப பாப்போம். இன்புட் என்ன கொடுக்குறேன், 3 இன்புட் a, b, c. வாட் இஸ் த வேல்யூ ஆஃப் திஸ் ஒன், 4, 6. அப்ப ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இட்டரேஷன் இப்படி இருக்கும். அது மீட் பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆயிருக்கும், எனக்கு இஸ் a greenல -1, இஸ் a blueல -1. எதுல ஆட் ஆயிருக்கும், ரெட்ல ஆட் ஆயிருக்கும். எப்ப இது எனக்கு நடக்கும், என்னோட கண்டிஷன் சாட்டிஸ்ஃபையா இருந்துச்சுன்னா, you just look out in this flow chart as a a, b, c 3 input. in my condition a greater than 0. what is the a value now, is a 4 greater than 0. அப்ப condition is a true only in this action it's doing. suppose in my condition is a false. when it's false is a 0 less than 0. எனக்கு எல்லாமே முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் என்ன இருக்கும், எனக்கு எந்த வேல்யூஸ்மே இதுல இல்லாம இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா ஃபால்ஸ்னு வெளியே வந்துடும் என்னோட ப்ரோக்ராம் விட்டு. ஓகே, நீங்க தான் இதை வந்து எனக்கு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணி, யூ வாண்ட் டு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் இன் திஸ் கான்செப்ட், எப்படி இந்த இட்டரேஷன்ஸ் வந்து நம்ம வந்திருக்கு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு யூ ஷுட் எக்ஸ்பிளைன், ட்ரை டு எக்ஸ்பிளைன். ஓகே ஓகே, now we will see the recap of in this lesson, in this chapter. okay, what is the chapter, is a function chapter. என்னென்ன கான்செப்ட் நம்ம பார்த்தோம், இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒன் 9 கான்செப்ட் பார்த்திருக்கோம். இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன், செகண்ட் ஒன் ஃபங்க்ஷன் வித் ரெஸ்பெக்ட் டு ப்ரோக்ராமிங் லாங்குவேஜ், அண்ட் தேர்ட் ஒன் function specification, and fourth one parameters and arguments, and fifth one types of parameter, and sixth one interface business implementation, and seventh one characteristics of interface, and eighth one types of function, and ninth one chameleons of Cromonland problem using function.